the game they literally don't want you to see. And the reason they don't want you to see this particular game is because this game has crashed my stream several times. Recording this has been an absolute disaster. The reason for that is internal. It is all my fault. Basically, I have an over full regular drive, so I need to put it to an external hard drive. I have figured out the problem, but the problem that I found is this strategy. This is the Persian TC drop, but instead of just doing a TC drop, we're actually going to do a Drush, the game that was never meant to be shown. We're up against somebody who's almost 100 elo points higher than me in strength. But if there's one thing I do well, if there's one thing I excel at, it is TC dropping. Now, a TC drop is done a little bit differently when you have to get a barracks out first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and go forward, and we're going to try and lane as much as we possibly can. I think we found a llama over here, and we're looking around for additional llamas, for boars, all that good stuff. We're going to keep only 6 on food from a high collection food source. It's probably going to be boar. You could push in a deer, but once again, we want to go forward and liggity lang lame. We're going to collect 10 gold so that we can make 3 militia as well as get loom. And we're actually going to try and construct that barracks forward. The reason that we're going for a forward barracks rather than a barracks at home is just so that we can be more aggressive with it. And if we want to add in additional militia, say in a later stage of the game, or even go feudal age and then add in men at arms, at least they're where we need them to be. 4 on wood, collecting. Everybody else on food. We're trying to bank up some food here so that when this guy goes forward and constructs that barracks, we will have enough food to produce villagers as well as militia. It's actually quite the powerful strat. We try and block the boar over here, but no such luck. He is going to get away with that, and we have lost some HP. He is pushing in deer as well, so that's kind of dangerous for us as he will have additional food to get from. We're going to try and deny the berries. We don't want Portuguese on berries because Portuguese generate 33% wood from all the food that they collect as well. So that's relatively bad. Now we're going to keep this villager forward so that he can lame with the militia. We want to push him off of food sources. We want to push him off of wood sources in Dark Age. If he gets to feudal age, most of the time higher level players will opt for archers to stop a TC drop, which I agree with. So at that point, we also want to start denying golds. The way that you can deny golds is simply to build a house around the gold pile, and then if he's on there, you just rush all of your villagers over there and fight, and you should be relatively okay to go. We want to make use out of these militia as fast as we can, but one militia isn't going to push away, and it is going to alert him to the situation, so we're going to wait till we have those 3 militia out. That's also why we collected the additional 10 gold, and this will also allow us to get loom. At home, we have now transitioned off because we have all of the food that we require for the militia, and we're going to put everybody on wood except for 6 so that we can continuously produce villagers. We're going to go forward and harass, and as we harass, we're going to try and wall in that wood line to the best of our capability, denying this barracks for just a second, but then we realize, oh no, it's too close to the CC. Fortunate for my opponent, still pushing in those deers, very wise on his end. People at the 1777, nice 777 number there, are not going to be slouches. They're going to know what's going on, and he knows that he can still collect berries safely over here, so he's going to take advantage of that as well. We're going to run around, see what else we can see. We don't actually know that there's a lumber camp down here, but soon enough we will, as the scout should see that there are additional houses there, indicating that yup, indeed there is wood down there. And sure enough, now we know there is actually still a hole here. So we have a weird situation over here. I don't know why I sent the weakest militia. I'm like, that's probably not good. Try and keep that open best we can. Bring the scout in, bring the duders in, fight. We're in this awkward, oh god, don't know. Oh no, he comes back to just fight my militia. We're just going to be annoying and run away. And as all of this is going on, we have enough wood for the TC drop. We bring 15 or so forward to drop that TC with our additional one that was already forward. Drop that junk. Go drop that junk. Run away with the militia. We're just going to be as annoying as we possibly can. I think that we figure out that he's on gold here now, indicating that archers will be coming our way pretty soon. As long as we can keep him off of wood, as long as we can keep him off of food, we should be, keyword should be, able to overpower him with the number of villagers that we have, as well as our 2 militia men that will be putting in work. Whew. That was a lot to say in a very short period of time. What are we going to do now? Well, we're going to try and be as annoying as we possibly can. We need to get him off of wood and we need to get him off of gold. We need to get that TC down and we need to fight before 7 to 8 archers show up, specifically with fletching. If they have fletching, ow, archers hurt a lot more. Without fletching, we don't even care that much. With loom, you have a total of 2 pierce armor. And I believe archers have a total of, 4 attacks, so you're only taking 2 damage each shot. If they get fletching, you're taking 3 damage each shot. That's a lot more significant. Realize that he doesn't have enough in here, so you know what? Sparta! This is Sparta! We're going to take this down. Now, it's not a huge deal if your TC goes down as the defensive player, especially if you can get enough archers back out to stabilize, but this is where we don't take the foot off of the accelerator. A lot of people will. We're just going to run forward. We're going to hit your wood line if we know where it is. We're going to wall in those archery ranges. You're going to be microing your archers for days. We're doing a very poor job keeping everything idle over here, trying to micro those archers down, which is not a good thing. You want to just attack everywhere. He can't be everywhere, and then you're going to have a significantly better time running these guys around. He's just running into villagers at this point. Get the hits that we can. Okay, can't get any more hits. Go for the scout. And this is what TC dropping is all about, in my opinion. Just causing absolute chaos as we deny this archer range. Nice job from Blue going on to another lumber camp, but he's having a very difficult time managing all of his archers that are continuously being chased. We are not putting any APMs to them. They're just zombies that are running after these, and he has to continuously pick the path. We're clicking on all of his villagers. His villager numbers are dropping. This archer range is now walled in. All of these archers that are queued up in here are completely useless. If he did get those 4 archers out, it would be detrimental for us, but now we don't even care, because what are those archers going to do? They can't go anywhere. They would have to spawn in here, then they would have to hop out, and then they would have to shoot one particular tile, and then all of those archers could come out. I guess you could have an archer tower, but even still, that's not good enough. We're going to deny this archer range for longest time. He has enough to produce a whole bunch more archers, and if he had those archers on the field right now, it would make a huge difference, but we're not going to let you get there. We're not going to take it. No, we're not going to take it. We're not going. He's trying to micro these archers. All of these villagers are idle. There's a archer trapped over here in a little cage. He had to delete his whole archer range, and he's like, dang it! I'll just shoot on whichever ones I can. And you know what? We're just gonna wall in the next archer range. You want to try and make more archers? That's fine, but we're not gonna let more archers join your group of archers, because those archers are already dying, if not dead already. No, he killed a villain instead. I like how he's running over to this archer so that the archer can get some use over here. The villager numbers have really decreased though for Blue. And at this point, it is kind of GG already, because if we really needed to, we could just run back home, collect food, go to feudal age, go to castle age, clear up the additional 10 villagers that he still has left. There's still not enough archers anytime soon. Could make some skirms if we need to. And that's a nice, peaceful game if I've ever seen it. And that is how you drush into TC drop on Arabia. Ooh-wee! 2.2 to 0.5, 20 and 9. Very, very nice KD indeed. Making 1777s bleed like they are moral men. Memes, and dreams. Keep on walking.